Previously on The Last Door. After the death of his old friend, Anthony, David decides to travel back to the school they both attended in the outskirts of Aberdeen. In his search, David meets his old teacher, Father Ernest. He also remembers the experiment they all attempted many years back, which had terrible consequences. Then truth is revealed. Father Ernest worships the eye of the bird, a vision resulting from the experiment. He killed many people trying to replicate its results. Those who saw the eye back then, he calls the 4 witnesses. When discovered, Ernest immolates himself. Finally, Ernest's servant knocks David out and buries him alive. All is darkness. All is cold. All is silence. Where are we? Jeremiah, we must talk. With your mother deceased, arrangements have to be made regarding your upbringing. A man of my position and responsibility can't take the time to look after a young boy. First thing in the morning, you will depart for Scotland. I am sending you to study at SNUGGLE boarding school in Aberdeen. You need not bother to write, as I will not have time to read your letters. Wow, our dad was an asshole. Still no letters for you, David. Please do not persist any further. Pleased to meet you, my new classmates. And who's that? Him? Oh, that's just David. Pay him no mind, he's a little odd. Interesting. Hello, I'm Anthony Beechworth. This is my first term here. I've only just arrived. I hope we can be friends. Poor Jeremiah. What happened? Why are we here? And what is happening? A shiver runs down my spine when I look at what could have been my eternal deathbed. What is this? A ticket? The 4 witnesses. I wonder how it got in my pocket. A ticket to see a play called The 4 Witnesses. My head is pounding. I feel so weak and thirsty. If I don't drink water soon, I will faint. Dear Lord, where am I? Eyes close, ears muffle, and voices hush in the land that loves silence. Where are we then? We're underground somewhere. The light coming in from outside is dazzling. I'm in a city. Is it Aberdeen? How could I have escaped? I can't see anything beyond this wall but the dark facades of buildings on the far side. Watercress for sale. Young man, could you please tell me where I am? Please, sir, could you give me some water? This ain't a charity, toff. I only sell to paying customers, so cough up or get out. Okay, that's a little mean. I only need some water. There is a cart blocking the alley. I won't be able to pass until it's been moved. The young man sleeps under a filthy blanket. Are we in Aberdeen? Surely we can't be in London. A young woman suffers difficulty breathing. Please, I need water. Get out of here, drunk. There is a man staring at me from amidst the crowd. Something in his countenance seems strange to me. Please, ma'am, could you tell me where I am? You don't know where you're at? Why, this is the old Nickel Street Rookery, a darker, more decrepit place like never there was. But that's in London. How could I have arrived in this slum? So we are in London. From the pipe flows grimy water, full of soot. Kinda have no choice, bro. The water's foul odor is repulsive, but I am overcome with thirst. That's probably not a great idea in Victorian London. That is definitely a way to get cholera. I must have fainted. It is dangerous to be in Old Nickel at night. I should make my way out as quickly as possible. Oh, he seems much more vibrant now. I guess the cart will have moved now. Stained and threadbare sheets struggle to dry in the muggy air. Herr Dr. Wakefield is here to see you, mein Herr. Show him in, Hertz. It is about your patient, is it not? There's no trace of him. He hasn't shown up for the last few sessions. I have been to his house, of course. His landlady assured me that he went on a trip weeks ago and hasn't come back home. He kept the destination to himself. Then it is happening as I feared. What do you mean? I'm sorry, my dear friend. I first thought of this when you described your sessions with David, but I didn't want to upset you without need, as I hoped for the best. Now I am afraid my suspicions could be true. There are some things that I will have to verify first, though. I promise that I will contact you as soon as I have learned anything important. Please, Herr Doctor, it is of the utmost importance no one else knows of this matter. You have my total discretion. Suspicious. Episode 3. The 4 Witnesses. feel like I've been walking these streets for hours. Surely I must be close to finding my way out of this labyrinth. Up the stairs. It's that guy again. Though the embers look as though they'll soon extinguish, its meager warmth is welcome. A rusty old oil lamp sits empty in the corner. No, it doesn't belong to anybody. You're welcome to take it if you like. I'm not sure what good it'll do you without any oil, though. Yoink. Who is this guy? The gate is latched shut. I can't open it from this side. You may keep my miserable kingdom. You may keep my spike-encrusted jewels. Stay there as you will, and stare into my eyes. I am a shadow's shadow, and will not disappoint. Oh, we're in the sewer drain? The letters seem to have been inscribed with an oily grime. It reads, rats. I'm not sure if that's a warning or an exclamation. The sewer is flooded here with an ankle-deep pool of water. Patches of oil swirl on its surface. I should collect some of this water, but I would need a container to store it in. I'm assuming we can't use the lamp. No, okay. So we need a container. Do we follow him in? I'm not sure. Following a random guy into a random room is a good idea, but sure, let's do it. It's very dark. I don't dare go on. Okay, we need to figure out our lamp first. Oh, okay, that goes back there. It's very misty. I got lost in the fog. If I'm to make my way through, I will need to orient myself somehow. Okay. The glass is fogged over, but for a handprint left on the surface. What about this way? The boarded-up window of a run-down house. Dust smears the glass, preventing me from seeing the interior. The street lamp tries to put some light into my gloom. Can we go in here? Oh, nice. Cuts of rancid meat lie discarded on the butcher's block. Okay. The remains of a horse hang by a hook affixed to the wall. Its blood drains, seeping into the floorboards. Okay, so we need to figure this out. I guess we need to make them all face the same way. Okay, I think they are consistent, so we can probably work it out. So that one moves both those two. That one moves both those two. That one only moves that one, and that one moves those two. Okay. Easy. Where is this? Rusted out drums, empty. That looks like a container. A bottle of gin. It's empty, but it may be of some use. This machine is old and in disrepair. It appears to be some sort of filtering machine. Despite its condition, it seems to have been used just recently. Okay, so if we get some of that oil water, can it give us oil? It's a glass essentia. Liquids are poured into the top and then impurities removed through a valve at the bottom. Yeah, okay, so I think we collect some of that water in the bottle. I collected some of the oily water in my gin bottle. Okay, and then I think we just use it on the on this. I pour the contents of the bottle into the essentia. The oil floats on the surface. When I open the valve, I will drain the water until all the water has been removed. That's it. I've extracted all the water. So now we should be able to put the oil in the lamp. I fill the lamp with oil. I hope it might be enough to last the night. Okay. So now we should be able to go into that dark room. I just need something to turn it on. Okay, so what we need a match. There was that girl with the fire. I wonder if we can use her. There we go. An old worn-out coat hangs on the rack. In one of its pockets is a pair of gloves. Yoink. There is no good reason to steal those gloves. This portrait of a gentleman with a distant look seems vaguely familiar. An old bottle of Saint Emilion Grand Cru is covered with dust. Oh, we're back outside. Mold covers the wood stacked in this shed. Judging by the resin oozing on the surface of this tree trunk, it appears to have been recently chopped down. The door is locked. I can't even move it. Okay. Can we go upstairs? A bright meadow. The picture has faded to a dull color. Now my eyes focus in the gloom. I can see that the person sitting on the bed is an elderly woman. She's just dressed up as a young girl for some reason. She appears not to hear or see me from here. I will need to get closer if I'm to explain myself. My reflection stares back at me through the grime. A portrait of a beautiful young dancer. An old wardrobe. There's something amongst the embers. I can't put my hand in or I'll burn myself. What if I use the gloves? A spherical piece of metal. A doorknob? No, I don't want to dance and sing anymore. It's enough for today. I want my lemonade. I want to play. Actually, madam, I'm afraid I've never met you before. I don't know who you are. Don't you recognize me? No, madam, I'm afraid I do not. I'm very sorry. Oh, no, not at all. It's fine. It's been a while since I last performed, I suppose. But don't you forget it. I am the great little Catty, singer, dancer, and golden girl of London's musical halls. I want to get out of this place. Hide and seek. Oh, I do love games. I go to the fog when I want to get away. Daddy won't find me there, you see. In the fog, there are no faces. I'm looking for a gentleman. He's well dressed with red hair. Do you know him? He led me to this place. No, father. I have been practicing the latest repertoire as you ordered. I have behaved very well today, haven't I? Let's play. Now stand next to the fireplace and count to 3. Sure. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? One, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? One more song. The blaze has just happened. My head, it's pounding. And where did she go? The pile of things on the floor after Catty's disappearance. There is a mask. That is definitely a mask. It's a porcelain mask. It broke when it fell. The distorted features, there's a grotesqueness to them. I don't like the look of it. And look, underneath the mask, a photograph. It has a note, Little Catty Show. There is a girl lit up by a spotlight in a music hall, singing to live piano. March 8th, 1843. I'm exhausted. Father made me rehearse today for 8 hours. By the end, the music wavered with his trembling hands. It's still a long time for the day of the show, but he insisted that everything must be perfect. One more song, he said, over and over. March 21st, 1843. Father got really mad at me, and he started to shout when, after many hours of rehearsal, I said I wanted to get out and play a little bit in the street. More and more, he's obsessed with rehearsing, with concerts, with perfection. April 3rd, 1843. Am I not the one who earns the money to feed us? Am I not the one people come from all over to see and admire? Is my name not the one printed on all the posters? My name? The dolls for sale at the theatre entrance, they have my likeness, my dress, and my beautiful hair. I should be the one who makes the decisions. One more song. Yes, one more. A last song for you, Papa. So she killed her father. But that was 1843. That's, what is it, like 1890 now? So that's 50 odd years ago. It looks like the lyrics to a song entitled The Last Song for You. The verses are scrawled so poorly as to make them illegible. The piano is so dusty, I dare say it hasn't been played in years. I wonder if it still works. Something is preventing one of the keys from depressing. Is there something in it? There was a key hidden under the key. This cage must have housed a huge bird. Only a feather remains. I can't reach the feather from here. Can we use the key? This cage has no keyhole. Oh. Okay, I don't think there's anything I can reach the feather with then. The doorknob is missing. Luckily, I have found such a doorknob. Wooden planks are blocking the window. I can only see part of the outdoors. A big wall mirror. It's so covered in dust that I can't recognize my face, though. The laughter is coming from behind the curtains. I can faintly see the outline of a figure on the other side. The record is scratched. It's repeating on loop. It's a porcelain doll with lifelike proportions. The face has been removed, leaving her featureless, but its wig shines brightly, as though of human hair. Can I use the mask with it? Oh, he took the wig. Now it's crying. What could we use the wig for? The man in the picture has a quite hypnotic gaze. The painting of a beautiful young lady with a peaceful expression. She looks like one of Raphael's angels. No, no, no. Did I not pray enough? Have I not written faithfully every last note you screwed into me? Middle C up to A, measure, G up to C, tied, F, second violin, bar 2, middle C up to A, double note E, G, C. No, this was supposed to be our masterpiece. Viola C up an octave, and then up to G. What? What? Who do you think you are? Are you blind, man? Can't you see that I'm creating the angel's voice? The work. C to A, an octave higher. A, fragile voice flutters around the strophe. No, no, no. Hands swallow you, laugh at you. I lost it again. Are you all right, sir? My inspiration, too, is lost. Quite lost. In the fog, the notes moan. Just her. Who was she? Oh, beautiful Daphne. The best soloist that a composer could have. The voice of an angel. What made my music possible. She would stand there by the window. The wind caressed her cheeks. It danced in her golden hair. Her dress glowed like an ember in the dusk sun. What happened to her? She was very delicate, like a flower in the desert, like a petal in the storm. The sickness, it just swept her away. Her voice, my God, her voice. It came from heaven. She was the angel of my music. The mausoleum outside the house. Is that where Daphne is buried? That's right. I have visited her many nights, and have even slept beside her on the cold, wet stone floor. I'm following a man, though come to think of it, maybe he's following me. He has a red beard and wears a cape. I sometimes find this man too among my notes. I feel him close to me at times. Please, I need to get out of this place. You ask me for words, but words are betrayers. They're dirty. Music, just music remains beautiful, but it's a prisoner inside us all. We must set it free. I can't help you now, not until my work is finished. My work is the important thing. She was my only inspiration. I must go. Let music and singing surround you, my man. Okay, so we can put the wig on this. Will that make him feel better? The tailor's mannequin. Why is it behind the window? Yeah, okay. We put the wig on it. Can we put the mask on it too? The mask will fall off in this state. I have to repair it first. Okay. Paper bound up in a roll. It seems to be a discarded musical score. Can I use that to fix the mask? No. Is there anything else in here? Not really. So how can I fix the mask? Okay, what could the small key be for? If I blow through the paper roll, maybe I can manage to make the feather fly? You're a genius, Jeremiah. I got it. It's a big black feather with some grey spots in the base. So I have the feather. Oh, we can open the wardrobe with the key. We get a dress. There is an elegant scarlet party dress inside. Okay, can we put the dress on and maybe the feather in the hair? Yes, just right. It looks more and more like the young woman in the painting. Oh, okay. Can we put a feather in her hair? No. I think we need to put the mask on her. But I don't know how to repair the mask. Oh, the resin on the tree. The resin is a thick and sticky liquid. I can't just pick it up with my hands. Yeah, but we could use the mask on it. What if we use the feather to like pick it up? I managed to coat the feather with the resin, and then we can use it to fix the mask. I have stuck the pieces together with the resin. This face, it reminds me of a girl from one of the paintings. There we go. Then we can put the mask on the tailor mannequin. Daphne, you're back. Are you a figment of my melancholic mind? Are you the ghost of my dying music? No, it doesn't matter, because you are with me again, and now I know exactly how to compose my masterpiece. Please, take my violin. Now that I have completed my work, I no longer have a use for it. It needs to be with her. Go to the mausoleum and place the violin where her heart lies. The angel of my music will guide you. Here, take the key to the mausoleum, my friend. In the fog, we haven't eyes, but we count on our ears. To find your way, you must search for the Simurgh. What is the Simurgh? That is what the crows are searching for. That is what you search for, too. The Simurgh, okay. Okay, we still haven't seen the guy. Maybe he's in the mausoleum. Here lies an angel. Great pity must be felt for those who did not hear her. Pity for those not blessed by her naive grace, not shaken by her heavenly voice, trembling their souls into divine ascendance. Here lies Daphne. God rest her soul. The sarcophagus is broken. Where on earth is the coffin? Who could have done this? A trail of soil leads from the sarcophagus to this hole. Was the coffin transported through here? Only one way to find out. I can't see anything through these dirty window panes. Bookshop, the great god Pan. It's locked. What was that? Maybe I can see something if I look into the keyhole. Darkness there, and nothing more. What was that? Is that the Simurgh? With the help of River, the naiad Daphne hid from the sun in the shadowy mists. She changed her skin for strong bark, so our heart was forever concealed, her dance frozen in the rustle of 1,000 leaves. Books with unpronounceable names in dead languages. A lot of dusty books, anatomy, history, science. Myths and legends this time. Norse tales, Greek, ancient Sumerian, others that I don't recognize. Some of these scripts I've never seen. I beg your pardon, sir, if I have startled you. What are you doing here in the dark? Why, I'm reading these marvelous books. In the dark? But how can you see the words without any light? That is the only way to see them, really. That is, if you want to see the words on the other side of the page. The words from the shadows. Shadow always hides from the light, you know, so they can only be read in darkness. Are you the owner of this bookshop? Oh goodness, no. The bookshop doesn't belong to anyone. Not since I found it here. I'm just a guest, an explorer of these ancient tomes. Have you seen a man pass this way? He is red-haired, tall, and wears a cape. Oh yes, I know of whom you speak. I see him here from time to time, perusing the books. He would pick one off the shelf, glance at it, and then put it back. He and I never spoke, though. Why do you ask? I see him sometimes, but he slips away whenever I try to meet him. I feel as if he's guiding me towards something. That may be so. We each have our own white rabbit to lead us through lost places. Can you tell me which books this man perused? Let me think. Yes. I recall him looking at Unexplored Places of the Empire, an excellent tome, very revealing and very rare. This bookshop is very fortunate to have a copy in its collection. I'm not sure where it is now, but I'm sure it can't be far. Would you know the importance or meaning of Simurgh? Simurgh. Yes, the Bird King. There is a book of ancient poetry here that makes mention of him. I'm sure you can find it here somewhere. Pardon the interruption, sir. I will leave you to your reading. Crazy. A large collection of books. I hear a woman's voice in the distance. It sounds as if she's singing a lullaby. A book lies on the floor. Its spine reads Unexplored Places of the Empire. A page has been marked. The Place of the Eternal Fog, also known as Zailar. It is a unique bay in the east of Belshwar, near the jungles of Bengala. It is surrounded by tall, snow-capped mountains, usually covered in mist. The waters of the bay are very dangerous and rarely visited. Like the mist in London? What is this? The remains of a coffin. It looks like it was burst from the inside. On the ground lies a book entitled The Songs of Zailar. The page to which it was open has been torn out, but the remaining fragment identifies a song title, The Search for Simurgh. I see something caught in the branches. It appears to be a page torn from the book below. Can I have it? The window is shrouded with a thick layer of dust. Not even a glimmer of light shines through. It's a massive dead tree. How could it have formed here inside this building and without sunlight? A tree. A surprisingly lush vegetation covers this place. I don't recognize the species these plants belong to. A cracked wall, a long green vine has grown through it. There's a note partly obscured by mud. I mustn't fall asleep. I hear them crawling. I hear them gnawing. Rats. Too many of them. They know I'm here. I mustn't fall asleep. They stalk me, coming closer and closer. I can see their blood-red eyes glimmering in the darkness. I mustn't fall asleep. A pile of ragged clothes caked with mud and full of holes. Did Daphne do this? The dead roots of a once great tree filled the cavernous sewer. A strange green moss covers its surface, and there is a great crack along its length. Oh, it's Daphne's heart. The violin has disappeared amongst the roots, as if swallowed up. The trunk seems to be expanding. That noise came from above. The tree has grown. Some of the branches have crashed through the window and into the street. There was a portion of the book here, which I would like, but I guess it must be outside now. Okay, so which way? This way? Oh, this is where we are. Okay, I see. Here. The paper sheet captured in the branches is now within my reach. On the page is a strange poem. First into the wind, then sought for the king, but lost were the birds, they wept in suffering, and flew to the sea, compelled by a need, they found their silence, their quest was complete. It's the guy. Oh, now he's going into the fog. Now it said I needed to use my ears, didn't it? I hear nothing. Oh. No, I hear the sea. Burst into the wind. Does that mean I have to go towards the sound of the wind? If I go to the left, is there going to be wind? No, it was worth a try. But I think it is something like that. Oh. Now I hear wind. Burst into the wind, they sought for the king, but lost were the birds, they wept in suffering. So wind, birds, sea, silence. So that's wind. And then what? Then sea? No. Then birds. And then sea. There we go, that's sea. And then finally, silence. And there we go, that's silence. I think that should mean we've done. Your ticket, please. Here you go. Thank you. Please come in. Oh, I guess those are the 4 witnesses. We know that we're one of them, and Father Ernest was also one. But we don't know who the other 2 are. Hello, Jeremiah. I knew you would find us eventually. Welcome to our humble performance. You were there. You were part of the group. You don't remember my name, do you? I am Alexandre. What is all this about? What do you want from me? From you? Nothing, dear Jeremiah. It is you who came here, searching for answers. It is the same as when you joined our group. We each came with our own reasons. Do you remember yours? Probably philosophy, right? True philosophy. Indeed. It was our thirst for knowledge that drew us together. No one waits for us out there, dear Jeremiah. There is no one who will care for us when our hour comes. We had been alone until now. How did I end up in London after being buried in the boarding school? The bird protects us. It is by his design that we should meet again, but we are not the only ones who take shelter beneath his wings. His influence and power is ever expanding, ever reaching. Do you not feel him beckoning? I only want to wake from this nightmare. This is no nightmare. It is a show, a performance. The truth we seek lies beyond the curtain. Now we have crossed the point of no return. The lights are on, the stage is set, and soon you shall meet the actors. Welcome. This belongs to you. Dearest Herr Dr. Wakefield, if you're reading this, then you have followed my instructions to arrive at the agreed-upon address. Good. I apologize that I could not accompany you immediately. My own investigations have demanded a certain unanticipated degree of attention. I have determined that your patient, David, is in serious trouble. I will contact you with more information post-haste. In the meantime, discretion is of the utmost importance. Your friend, Johann Kaufmann. The adventure continues in episode 4. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy the video, please remember to leave it a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed yourself. I'll see you next time. Good night.